Never really thought I'd be making a video like this one. I'm just sort of sharing with you some of the very strange things that go on in my skies that I see. Lived in the same house now for over a decade, and I like to photograph what I see. I live in a beautiful place. There are a lot of things that I am seeing that I have never seen before in 11 years of living here. Now granted, that's not a lifetime, but it's not exactly a short time either. I'm sort of saying this to people who may be going through a time with their families or their friends or loved ones who are not perceiving things quite the way they are. I know I'm not alone in this. I'm sure there's a lot of families out there right now thinking of institutionalizing certain family members for photographing the sky, perhaps thinking a little bit too seriously about the whole 2012 thing. I don't need to say any more about that. You know who you are. You're not alone. There's a lot of people who are looking up and looking out who have not really done that type of thing before. I've been pretty crazy my whole life, so my family knows what to expect from me. Probably gotten a little more intense lately. But nonetheless, I wanted to also talk a bit about beliefs. Beliefs are not fact. They are beliefs. Your beliefs might be based on a number of things. Hopefully most of them are factual. Sometimes people have beliefs of a religious nature or of spiritual nature. Those are harder to prove, but still, everyone is entitled to have a belief or a belief system, and I think we should be respectful of that. I know I'm respectful of other people's beliefs. I might not agree with them, or I might think that their beliefs are not based on fact and therefore probably not something I'm going to internalize, but nonetheless, we have to be a little bit respectful. With that said, I'll also say this. I like to hope that my beliefs are based on fact, and as a result, I have spent almost 50 years now chasing down what is real and what is not. A lot of people are new to that, and I welcome you. Welcome to my world of crazy, mixed up facts. I think a lot of people might agree with me on this. Fact is evolving day by day. I know a lot of the things I studied in school, the Big Bang Theory, the nature of the universe, the nature of reality. These things are evolving, and a lot of the things we were taught are simply not true, or they're highly inaccurate. And I'll also add that the internet has brought to the table a whole new set of basically facts. People are filming all sorts of strange things. Is it because we now have the technology to do this that we're now seeing this? Or is this really a new phenomenon? Are strange things appearing in the skies? Is weather really becoming more severe? I'm looking and seeing what everybody is posting. I'm listening to some of, well, what I consider to be the great minds of our times. There's a bunch of those here on YouTube and on the internet in general. But I would submit that the concept of fact is evolving. And as fact evolves, so must our beliefs. To bring in the concept of nibiru, which is something I'm going to be discussing a lot on this channel. Nibiru is a planet. It is not an asteroid. It is not a comet. It is a planet that was spoken of in the ancient Sumerian texts. The translations that I accept are those of Zecharia Sitchin. We look to these texts and we see that we have a planet named Nibiru. Nibiru appears to have been extremely instrumental in forming our solar system as it passed through on a couple of different occasions. On some of these occasions, our planet was populated, and the Sumerian texts have a lot to say about what happened to people and to the quote-unquote gods or the Anunnaki during those times of tribulation when Nibiru was passing. Sometimes there were great floods. They were choked by volcanic dust. There was all kinds of things that preceded the passing of Nibiru. Now, it is my belief that these Sumerian texts and other ancient texts provide accurate factual information about things that happened during the course of human history. Some people may believe that these things are merely recorded legends, that they do not express actual, factual, real events. Again, that is a belief. It is my belief that there is substantial fact contained in these translations to warrant and to merit my giving further study, right? After all the study I've given, I'm studying these texts again because I'm seeing things that remind me of that which I have read in the past. You may believe that these things are myths and legend, in which case you're not going to like this channel. But I'm speaking to those of you who are looking for, as Idaho Picker would say, something a little closer to the truth. I think we need to take these ancient writings into account. Do we have to accept them as fact? Do we have to incorporate them into our belief system? No, you do not. I would hope that you listen to some of the things I'm reading and do some reading on your own. Download some of these audiobooks and ebooks and books for your iPhone. Read them in your spare time. I think you're going to find that these are not just legends. These are probably actual recorded historical events. And you may just find that they have some bearing on what's going on today. I believe that they do. You may believe otherwise, and I look forward to seeing your videos, to see what you believe, to see what you have found. Again, welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed looking at the weird stuff that goes on in the skies of northern New Mexico. I'm just going to add this. There is a lot of chemtrailing going on, especially very early morning when the sun is coming up. Seems like somebody's trying to cover up the sun. Do I believe that that's what's happening? I don't know. But it does seem to be a fact that there's a lot of things going on in the skies. That's all I'm saying. Have a wonderful day. Happy 2012.